On the Edge. Welcome to On the Edge, a podcast about table tennis and, you know, that little white ball that goes so fast. I'm Marie Migaud, a professional table tennis player, and I want to put the spotlight on the personalities involved in the sports and share the stories. Whether they are players, trainers, coaches, therapists, or even more, I'm letting their voices guide us through their careers, their difficulties, and their differences. Yes, I deeply believe that each of us has something unique to give. So get ready to open your ears wide and bon voyage!
You have to take more time.
More time.
More time. Just let them know why you are doing things.
Because we need to understand more, right?
Yeah. But also because women are very loyal. And if you tell them to play 20 minutes back and middle, back and forward, they will do it. Because they think it's good, but you have to let them develop themselves.
Yeah.
Don't be above them, stand behind them, stand next to it, but in the group, not above them.
Then you would have been a Sicilian.
Yeah, it's all his fault.
Sicily.
And he will say,
So Anton is on standing line. He's the next one.
Standing line. Yeah, okay.
But I want that Britt is saying something nice or not nice, about him. You've been working together for 22 years, as he said
correct.
now.
Yeah.
It's a very long period of time to work with only one person.
Yes. Okay, now first I want to say, okay, we had a long working relationship, of course. And I think that is important to have. Like, of course, you have to be critical about it. Because you can say it can also be a comfort zone. This is true. But I also think we keep each other sharp. That we have some moments that we say, okay, we have to work together. How can we improve? How can we do this? And this is one of the things I appreciate from Anton. I think is good as a coach that you keep improving yourself, keep improving the game, but also that you want to innovate. He was always looking also still to the younger generation. What's new? How can we change table tennis? How can we make it better? Just in general, so not only about me. And also, I would say he's a very specific woman coach. So that makes you also as a woman extra strong. You know, that's about the woman game, woman table tennis. And sometimes that should also be important. That the women are important, woman table tennis is important. So yes, and I would say because of that he was improving himself, he's a good quality coach that I want to work together, and I need the best. And I have the best.
And what do you think he's the best at? Like, what his best quality points as a person or as a coach?
I think, like as a player, you want to do everything good. And I don't think this is possible. And you also want to work on every details because never anything is good enough. And he is very good at keeping the clear picture, like making the main goals. Okay, we want to improve this and this and this. We need to do that and that to reach that kind of goal. So it's easier to accept the things you cannot practice yet, but you know that one moment will come, and the right time will come for it. I would say, and I think also because we have this working experience, longer relationship, you are a little bit more loyal to each other, so you can have the fights you need to have. So you're not afraid that somebody will walk away from it.
Because you are both very loyal.
A little bit, maybe too much, but yes, we are. But I think this also is about trusting, that you trust the process together, and that you know that, okay, if it is shit, we can tell each other it was shit or it was not the best, and that we can improve on this again. So you get moments to learn from your mistakes, because in this time we live, you make a mistake, okay, next. We make a mistake, oh, we do this. Or also as a player, you try to look on maybe this club or this club, and it's good that you have somebody that you can learn your mistakes from and that you can keep improving this. And also, of course, know each other's what we are also not good at, and also accept that, okay, maybe we don't have to have certain talks together. That maybe, for example, if I have some mental problem, I go to a psychologist. If I need somebody physical, I go to somebody who specializes in this. And
you have that.
Yes, but I think Anton is very specialized in to have the overview, the planning, how to plan tournaments and stuff like that, but also very analytic, so very good for in the whole multi-ball training technique. Everything about this is a very good vision and plan. I would say. So I think as a player, it's good that you take the specialties from everybody. So from your coach, from the physical coach, from the mental coach, and then you can have, okay, not everything can be a 9, but then you're working on specializations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
So I said the letter high. Good luck.
Thank you, Britt.
Thanks. You will have the next on your AirPods. Did you listen what she said?
I heard what you said. Yes.
Okay. So, first, I've known you only for 2 weeks actually. The first week in January this week, and now this week again. So I don't know you very much. I don't know if people knows you a lot in the hall. You are very discreet, I would say, from what I see.
Yeah, I don't have to be on the first line.
Yes, exactly.
It's about the players and not about the coaches.
Yeah. So if you can present yourself in a few words.
In a few words, okay.
Maybe it's too less.
My name is Anton Pleijsier, 44 years old, Dutch table tennis coach. Been doing this since 25, 26 years. I'm still enjoying it.
Yeah. And you are working with Britt for 22 years now.
Yeah, 22, 23, something like this.
Yeah.
It's the 23rd episode.
So how it happened? Why did you choose her in the beginning, maybe, or how did you get in contact together?
I don't think it's choosing. I was just a club coach, and then her parents played at this club.
Yeah.
She came with him.
Yeah.
And then we started two times a week, and it gradually became 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and then 10 times in a week. So in 4 or 5 years we went from 2 to 10. So and there were a lot of other players, but not of all still playing.
And what did you see in her that you liked in the beginning? You told me that you had a training camp in France in INSEP, and that one coach came to you and you said that, and he told you that she has character, that she was responding to something.
Yeah, it's all. I think it's a mentality. She just wants to work. And this is a real quality of her. She likes to play, of course.
Yes.
And this is one of her strengths.
So before we start, I have a small quiz for you.
Oh.
So you can answer the way you want. You can develop or just say yes or no, or
Yes, okay.
choose one answer.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are more a coach in the match or in the training?
Training for sure, 100%.
Why?
I think this is the place where it all happens. You can develop players, you can teach them. You've got time to teach. You've got time to. How do I say this? You got time to improve them. It's not at the moment. It's not in the match. You have to be straightforward.
Yeah.
And in the practice hall, you got time.
You take time out or you let the player take it?
Depends on the arrangements we make. Normally with players, they take the time out, or if they're really young, I would do this, but only if their behavior is not okay. Not about tactics or technical stuff.
Okay. Britt takes it all the time.
All the time, yeah. Then
I
no one is allowed to do.
Yes. She told me Linz that the coach wanted to take it and she doesn't like it.
Doesn't matter who you are, but if you take a time out, then you need to start running.
Yeah.
you start running because she will not like it.
You are more a strategy guy or we will see guy?
Strategy guy. Yeah.
Britt said that you have a long vision plan. And
yeah, for me it's about if you see a season or a development of a player, it's a long time. It takes a long time. So for me, I look forward to 20 weeks, 30 weeks.
You are more planning the worst case scenario or the best case scenario?
Worst case scenario for sure. Britt calls me the worst case prophet.
And what do you mean by that?
I always look for the possibilities what can go wrong.
So in any
situation.
Tournament situation?
Yeah, tournament situation, practice, what can happen, and then we have to practice this. So if there's something wrong with your racket, if there's something wrong with the hall, just like in Paris, this sound was amazing. If you're not used to this, then your first 2 games are gone. So
you are imagining this?
Yes, this kind of situation.
And you speak about it with your player, or you
I
just
speak
keep it
about
for
it,
yourself?
or I let it happen. That is the most funniest thing to do. Just make the situation so, and sometimes I will not even tell Britt, and I put something under the table, so the table is not straight anymore, and she has to find the solutions and.
That she has to adapt.
Yes.
You are a lot this coach now that the player Britt. I don't know. I know only you with Britt, so I speak with Britt. But you like to put some inputs in the practice that it's disturbing her or it's changing because every day are different, right? Yeah. I see in the exercises that you never give the same one, or at least that this week we worked on something she wanted to work on short, half long. So everything is on it with different exercises. Yes. And you keep your goal, but somehow you are never the same in the hall. You know, sometimes you come and you're like hype and you say something very loud and then you are quiet and then you speak something for 5 minutes then you leave. You know, it's...
But I have to adapt on the player. In this case it's Britt, and I can see, of course, after all these years, I know what's going on in her life. I can see on the way she puts her back down, okay, I need to be loud, or I need to be soft, or...
Yes. So you feel the player.
Yes.
So it means you have these empathical things, like... How you would describe that? How you feel the player?
Yeah, we always call the spider sense.
The spider sense,
like the Spider-Man, the movie. You feel the tension in the hall, and then it's up to me to create a situation where we can get the maximum out of time. So if there's a lot of depressed players or they are not happy, then it's for me to be the most loudest man in the room. Yeah. If they're very excited, then maybe I should tune them down.
And did you learn that, or it's natural skill?
Yeah, I think I learned it. Maybe there was a little bit, but I learned it through time.
And how did you learn it?
By doing it. The first years I did not know what I was doing. I just was in the hall. I was a hobby player myself. Then the coach stopped. Okay, I will do it. I'm 18. I'm studying, and then I will start to do it. But no idea at all. It really.
So it's also with the fun to do it.
Yes.
It seems like you have fun when you do that.
Yes, but it's the most important thing, because you, as a player, you need it.
Yeah.
And as a coach, if you're in the hall and you're depressed or you don't like to be there, don't be there. Yeah. Of course, I understand you need the money and you need to support your family and to earn your house, but.
So, for example, if Britt is coming to the hall and she is feeling down, you will maybe feel it. She will maybe tell you. But what will you do about that?
But if she's sad about table tennis, then we talk about it and we create a situation where she will enjoy the game again. And if it's something she brings in the hall from outside, let's think about family or what happens at school or something, then we have to turn it around.
Because anyway, you know that she's motivated. Yeah, if she's down someday, it's not because she wants to do it extra or whatever, because she's really down. Yeah. Sometimes in some coaches, when the player is down, then you think like, oh my God, she's doing it extra or whatever. So the coach even put her down, more down. That's
the easy way.
Yeah, that's the easy way.
That's the easy way. Okay. Just to put someone down and just push, you have to do it. That's not the way.
So you feel responsible for it?
Yes, of course. I feel responsible for all my players.
For 22 years with Britt.
Yes.
What's the thing you learned the most on this journey? What is maybe the turning points that maybe changed you as a coach, as a person, make you feel or think differently?
No, just like I told before, I'm really from the long time plan. 4 years for next Olympics, or long-term commitment, long-term plan. But it's not always the result. At the beginning, I was only result. If the result was okay, then everything was fine. And now I can understand that even if the result is not okay, the process can be good.
Okay.
But it took some time. I think a year.
How long?
15 years for sure.
15 years.
15 years for sure. Yeah.
So you started in a club?
Yes.
Here in Sweden?
Yeah, only a different hall, but in this club.
You had any mentor in your life that maybe show you the way, or you had to learn everything by yourself?
I have to learn everything by myself, and but we went when she was younger. We went to a lot of places. So I was a lot of Statistica with Sousa Ola and Peter Teklas, and they were really, really nice to me, and I could learn a lot of them.
So through these training camps, you could learn also some things.
Yeah.
But you never had someone like to help you on that way.
No.
Okay, so
I made also. That's why I made the easy mistakes or the wrong choices, because no one told me before. And I think this is, at the moment, it would be nice to have someone who said maybe you could do it like this. But now I learned it myself, and we found a way. So.
What was one of the biggest mistakes you made? Maybe the first one.
I really thought that a player was a product.
Okay.
So not a human, but just a table tennis. And now I know.
So you were going to practice like a robot, or what do you mean by product?
Just a product to win. It was a way for me to win matches.
For you.
For you, for me, yeah, for me. So
not for the player.
Not for the player. This is totally shifted the last.
And how did it shift?
Because in the end you have a lot of results, but no nice memories.
So now you are searching the nice memories.
That's still searching for results, but in a different way.
Okay.
Yeah, now I know that behind the player there's an athlete, and behind the athlete there's a human being. So if one of those three aren't good, there will not be results. And I only focused on the table tennis, and now I focus more on the human behind it.
Yeah, you told me once that actually you are the manager of Britt, not only the coach, but yeah, also she likes this planning stuff because she doesn't do herself. I think she doesn't like.
Yeah, maybe this is not. Yeah, she should do it more herself. But this long-time plan needs a good structure, and the structure I need to put down for her. And then it's up to her how she. Just like in the practice, you've practiced now 2 weeks now with her. If you know her before, of course, but you see in the practice, I give a problem, she finds a solution.
Yeah. She asks you a few times, okay, what do we do now? Or do you have anything for me? And you said maybe 3 times no. It's okay. Yeah. So she has to find by herself.
Yeah. We have this 4-year plan. This 4-year plan you can. Chop down in years. This year you can chop down in weeks, and then we got this is the problem, and then it's up to her to find a solution. Of course, I will help her and I guide her in the right direction, but first it's up to her to make the mistakes.
Yeah. So when she plays a match, you don't always coach her.
No.
She doesn't like it, right?
No, we're not the best. We're not the best team at the table, because she knows. From the future, from the past, how important for me is to win. So then there's not, she's not in the here and now. I don't know if it's the right expression, but she's and because she knows me for 22 years, she sees on my behavior. She sees like, oh, this wasn't a good choice, or this. So this when I'm at the table, I'm like a swings. I really need to be careful what I'm doing, or she sees everything.
And this is also for the ego, maybe in the beginning, that maybe she doesn't want you as a coach on the table.
Because if you see the player as a product, and the product for you wins, and then it's like, okay, yeah, it's of course in the beginning it's difficult, but now I can understand what's the best solution.
Yes, but how did you then switch? I mean, it's not easy. How you took it in the beginning, and
now it's easy, because it's all about her. At the beginning, it was of course it was difficult for me, and I'm like, let me help you. I can help you, but she doesn't want the help at the moment. Yeah. She will not accept it. And it's simple. When there's someone without this commitment, you can go to the site, and then it's like, okay, you see her with coaches, and then she's looking somewhere else, or she's being there with herself. Mm-hmm. And if I'm there, she thinks, oh, I need to listen, or what he says is the truth. And it's not always, of course, it's not always the truth. Yeah. And in the practice hall, that's nice about this. We can discuss, and then you get 5-6 minutes to. Clarify a point, or in the matches it's like a split second, and if I say something she not agrees with, but she will do it because I said it, and that's not the way it should be.
But she's also a feeling person.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah,
I think she's the most feeling person I know in this.
And this is things I cannot relate to. Yes, for me it's all numbers. If we make. We watch a match together. We just analyze it, and I'm there with the numbers and the figures, and so many serves there, so many serves there. And I felt to do this, and I'm like, yeah, you felt to do this. I can understand it, and I don't think I will ever learn to understand it.
Yeah, and she's okay with that too.
Yeah,
she will not change you.
Yeah, no.
You will not change her. She will not change you.
No. So because now, if we're together on a training camp or we're in a hotel, there are 2 rooms, and now I know. Okay, just wait in the lobby, and she will go to the room, and she will feel the room, and then feel the other room, and I'm like downstairs. Come on, this is ridiculous. I think this. She knows. I think, but this is her way. So 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I will not allow this. This is a strange sentence, but now I know. Okay, just wait in the lobby, and then you get. And sometimes you get the good room, for me the good room, and sometimes it's all her feeling. So.
But I'm similar like Britt, so I can understand her. What is for you a good practice session in the hall? What does it mean for you?
I think if you learn something, it's a good session. If you had fun, it's a good session. And fun doesn't mean you have to be joking all the time, but if you can play the nice balls and you are learning, then it's a good practice session.
Okay. And you are never interacting so much with her. You are always, one more time, at the back.
Yeah, but this is even more difficult than before, because before I was always telling her what to do. And then
Before, what do you mean before? How many years?
10 years before.
10 years before.
Then I was telling her what to do, and that's the easy way, because I'm telling her and she has to listen. And now I have to be, okay, I'm more on the background, but if the question comes, I have to be ready. I have to be ready. So this is even more difficult.
When I first came here, I had no idea what to expect.
You thought you were coming to see some bully or something. I know.
I had no idea. I didn't know this relationship that we have one by one, coach-player. I had only one idea in my mind, and when I came here, I was like, wow, this is totally different than I expected.
Yes.
It was chill, fun, and I felt like she could really do what she wants to do with the smile, to try things.
Yes.
She tries a lot. She feels a lot. So, like, she had the space to do it. Like, she had the time and the space.
Yeah, of course.
And this, I had no idea.
You're like, okay, exercise takes 8 minutes, 10 minutes, or now, and sometimes an exercise can take 1 minute here, and sometimes an exercise can take 25 minutes. It all depends on what's the problem, what's the solution. Solution is there, then you tackle it from different angles. Solution's still there, okay, next problem.
Yes, looks very easy.
Yeah, it's very easy.
When you explain it, it's like from point A to point B, and then to point Z, and then it's over. Okay, Britt, so she knows her now. She knows herself. Like, it's not like she's not 15 anymore, or 10, So she's mature.
And she made the hours before.
Exactly.
She's still making hours, and she still made the hours before. Of course, you have to play. You make the deliberate practice. You have to make those table tennis hours in a normal way. But then also you have to have some creativity in your game. And
yes. So how did she practice when she was younger?
When she was younger, till 18, we practice every morning, 2 hours. It was one-on-one, so multiple sessions, and in the afternoon it was the club.
So with the groups?
Yeah, with the groups.
So twice a day and multiple rounds. Yeah. Okay. And now today, how do you do?
So she has 2-time physical practice in a week. After this, there will be a short practice, 30, 45 minutes in the hall. And on other days, she practice 1 time.
Yeah.
And it depends on on this, where are we in this schedule. It can be a session of 3 hours, it can be a session of 25 minutes. So if we're in the last stage of getting the result or something like this, preparing for the match, then a match takes 40 minutes maximum. We will practice 40 minutes maximum.
Yeah.
But with full focus.
Yeah. That's very important.
Yeah. That's and just like always, if we talk about fun and having fun, everybody thinks we're having such like a party in the hall or something. But no, we're really practicing and we're really focusing on the details. But you can do this with a smile on your face.
Yeah, very detailed person.
Yeah. Very
detailed. Like she told me the first exercise of the week, we play, I don't know which exercise, and then she said, "Thank you, I found something." And I was like, good that you found something. I didn't find anything. No. So she knew in her head what she wanted. Yes. And for maybe 6 minutes, she did it full, and then she found something. Yeah. But that was only in her mind.
Only in her mind, and if you're then in a practice group where you have to practice 2.5 hours, and you only play this back and middle, back and forehand style of coaching. Think about China or table tennis 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Then she will not find these solutions. She will be very good at playing back and middle, back and forehand, but it's not table tennis.
Yeah. Actually, you adapt her training with her personality.
Yes.
I think that's the main point.
Yeah.
And you would not train like this maybe with other person.
Depends on the person.
Yeah.
If you got players like me, so who wants to have details and then we can just practice.
Yes.
Same exercise for weeks, no problem.
Yeah. If Britt stops her career, maybe if it come one day, I guess.
Yes.
What do you want to do? What would be your goal? Because you are long
Yeah.
plan,
So I think
see you on already in 100 years what you want to do.
I've got a lot of experience now in this in the hall, so I would like to teach other players how to do, and on other coaches maybe, that there is a different solution to only back and middle, back and forehand.
What type of exercises you can tell? Not back and middle, back and forehand, but today we play, for example, all table together on a slow tempo. That's disgusting.
It's really
but
disgusting,
so
but you're not allowed to score. So
yes.
with power, so you have to score through the other options. So the amount of spin, the height of the ball, rhythm of the ball, and of course when it's holiday time and the time is over and she comes to the hall for the first time after 2 or 3 weeks, of course we'll start with some basic, but then as fast as possible go to irregular exercises.
She told me, Britt, that if you would not be her coach, she would maybe stop. That she would not find the same. Why do you think she says that?
No, we've got this commitment to each other, of course, but I think if I quit, she will keep playing.
But she would never trust somebody else like she trusted you.
It takes time, of course. Then if that's a problem with national team coaches or club coaches. They're there, and then they tell you they've seen you 2 times, and then they tell you what to change at your plan, at your strategy, and that of course that won't work.
Yeah.
But I hope she will keep playing till she's 80. It's good for you.
80?
80.
Ah, yeah. Then you will have.
Just like the practice today. She likes to play.
Yeah.
So why you should stop?
Yeah.
Of course, you won't not play 10 times a week anymore, but just have fun behind the table.
Yeah. But with her pregnancy, because she was pregnant, she got a baby.
Yes.
So she's a mother. So I think her life changed also since that.
Yes.
Did you see a difference in her level, in her behavior, in her? Maybe she enjoyed more now. Maybe she.
Of course. Yeah, she enjoys now more to be on the table because she was some time off. But the most important thing, I think there are two important things. One is, if you lose, normally you are you know the feeling. You're a little bit sick. But now she's okay. I can go home. I can go to the
Yeah.
So
that's
then
a mental.
Mentally things are different. And now the situation is there that she's got only 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours a day for table tennis because she has to take care of her daughter. So when she's in the hall, it was effective, but it's getting more and more efficient too.
She's playing good now also.
Yes.
I think she had a very good year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is funny because this when the pregnancy, she came back, she started playing, she wanted to start playing alone at the table, and then she has a winning rate of, then there comes the number, 70%, and everybody was like, oh, what's happening here?
Yeah.
It was really great.
What would be your advice for any coach who are coaching girls, women?
You have to take more time. More time. Just let them know why you are doing things.
Because we need to understand more, right?
Yeah. But also because women are very loyal, and if you tell them to play 20 minutes back and middle, back and forehand, they will do it because they think it's good. But you have to let them develop themselves.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Don't be above them. Stand behind them. Stand next to, but in the group, not above them.
Yeah, well, that's good.
But it's also like difficult because if there's you can have situation in the hall where it's difficult.
Yes.
It's the easiest way to get louder.
So actually you are working on the clever way, let's say. Clever emotional way also.
Yes. I think so. I have to adapt. I have to adapt to the situation. I can be an asshole in the hall and then the hall is empty. And then you can say, just like all top players, they are like the be like me coach or the one solution for the problem. There are more solutions for the problem. That not fits all. No solution fits all. And I think this is the problem in women table tennis: is one solution fits all. Have to fit all. We have to work harder because China. We have to work harder because Japan. And if you see Japan now, there's no girl playing the same way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Of course, China is still up there.
Yeah. With
the hours, but Japan is coming at first, and then you see the men now.
A lot are
A
coming,
lot,
right?
and do they play traditional table tennis?
No.
I think if you let players play like the grip of Truls, and then they will say, oh, this is not possible, this is not possible, you have to change, and now he's
Yeah, one of the best.
now the best.
Yeah. I can see that a bit on myself too. because I practice a lot, really a lot, and I was in this box kind of these 2 exercises, you know.
Yeah.
But now I don't practice much, maybe twice a week, even less sometimes. But I don't lose the feeling, you know. I don't lose it. Maybe I gain it sometimes. Okay, maybe less strong or whatever. But my first quality was my speed, my spin, and my creativity.
You can ask Britt, but I followed you from Youngs Around.
Yes. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is funny because now you're saying this, and maybe the coaches now will tell you, you had to work harder, or you should have put more effort in it in the hall, but they never connected to you. So maybe in another situation where you had a coach who connected, then you get 110%, and now they got only 90%. Yeah, you need someone to talk to.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's even more important than the hours behind the table. Of course, you have to make the hours. We talked about this, but if there's no long-term vision, then it's difficult.
I think everyone has their own power anyway, their own strength, their own creativity, their own thing. And if you don't develop it, then it's pity. Yeah. Good. So just last question.
Yes.
So your future, you said you had plans to help some of the players or coaches?
Yeah, no, of course. Now I'm doing this for 22 years here in the hall in Schiedam. It's all with Britt, but there comes a time then I will, of course, want to do it somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking forward to see that.
No.
Anyway.
We'll see what happens in a new situation with a lot of new players. What will even?
Yeah. But also, only in Netherlands or somewhere else in Europe, or?
No, for me.
You would move, or?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's an ideal plan for later.
Yeah. You like table tennis, huh?
Yes.
You love it?
Sometimes.
What do you like really about it?
I like the interaction with the players.
Okay.
And I really don't like this the situation with people outside table tennis. So there's like the board or the national association, or this is always difficult because they don't have the player on number 1.
Yeah.
And if the player is not number 1, I get really offensive.
Yeah. So you like the main thing?
Yes. I could live in when I was in INSEP a long time ago. There was, I don't know his name anymore, but he was the stay-at-home coach. He was always there, and then other coaches will go with the players, and this would be my dream situation, just to be from every day in the hall, in the practice hall, and just.
Okay. So I hope you will do that, and you will find your way after that, after Britt.
Bye bye.